always edit the freaking titles and everything later.
Hmm.
Alright, alright, hello, stream. It's so awesome to see so many people join. Oh, by the way, I figured out like what my channel name was. It's not Sub and it's not Olympus. It's Sippity Sap.
Okay.
It's Sippity Sap, and you'll find me there.
On
Uh,
YouTube?
yeah, on YouTube. Because I was also looking for like my one of my videos, and I was looking for a different account, Sub, and I
Yeah.
could not find it. I was like, what the fuck? Wait, does my channel not exist? Like, am I just like hallucinating this whole thing?
I find it. I subscribed.
Nice, nice.
18 videos already. What the fuck?
It's mostly
Why are
live
they?
streams, I think. Also, bro, like my freaking what is it? The another Crabs adventure that like live
Yeah.
stream got copyrighted because I was playing some Spotify lo-fi songs,
Oh,
and
you should
then
play. What is it called? Copyright free music. You can actually search those up
yeah, yeah. I
on
think
YouTube.
Pirate Software has like his whole playlist of like copyright songs.
Yeah, I remember Sunday at one point also had like a whole like music channel
Hmm.
for copyright free music.
So need. Yeah, I don't know why the most wanted isn't here. I swear I saw it. So most wanted.
It's just not on cloud. I think it is on but you can't install it. That's probably why.
Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, I guess I can't install the game, can I?
That's what I'm saying.
What does that go? We
We can't play
go.
Project Zombie, which sucks. Let me think.
What else can we play? I'm down to do RoboQuest again, but I don't know.
No, no, I'm good. I think you
Let's
have to be
see.
in a certain mood, you know.
Yeah, I'm in the mood right
Dude, play Hogwarts Legacy, please.
now. Huh?
Actually, I don't know if you want to play Hogwarts Legacy.
I'll go see, but like I think you gotta buy it. I don't think these are. I don't think it's on Game Pass,
Oh,
is it?
that's lame.
Is it? I mean, if it is, I'll. Oh, it is.
Dude, try it out.
Oh no, no, you have to buy it. Purchase required.
That's cringe, bro.
I don't know.
I hope they don't do this with Netflix, like for real, like where they're like, oh, you wanna watch some of these, you have to buy it.
You have to actually buy it. Yeah, I think that could be. That I could see it going towards that direction. I can see it. Uh.
7 Days to Die,
Ooh, Assassin's Creed
Plague's
could be
Tale.
fun, like the
Do you want to
Origins.
try it out?
Yeah, but I also want to play something with you, bro. I don't want to like just play some of those stuff.
I mean, I'm honestly totally down. As long as you keep streaming, I like you streaming on Discord. I'll pull up your stream if we do it, because if I watch you on Discord, it's way more up to date. There's no latency at all.
Right.
Let's see, Ben 10.
Wait. Where's my streaming?
Oh, I think by the way, if you want to try it out, we can also play Halo. Halo has a campaign mode we can play.
Halo has a campaign mode.
Yeah, there's Skate 3 as well. I don't know if that's co-op.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Uh,
Skate 3 co-op.
okay, I am live. I am live. Halo could be fun actually. We should
Yeah,
play
Skate
Loom,
3 is
bro.
also a game. Goat Simulator is a game. I've
Ooh.
low-key always wanted to play Halo, but I don't. It's like a little. I don't want to say intense, but like it's. I mean, it's a FPS. So
Yeah, I don't mind
also
playing Halo.
Adish, we just bought his. He's trying to build his PC now.
Oh,
He just
Adish.
bought. Yeah, he bought an Intel GPU.
Nice. Like, which one? Like, how good is it?
It's. He said it's equivalent to a 4060,
Holy.
but he got it for like 260. Here, let me see if I can find
That's a
it.
pretty good price, I think.
Intel GPU as good as 4060.
Yo, we can play Final Fantasy. We can play
15
Final Fantasy 15, bro.
or 14. That's 14, bro. Come on,
There's
man.
there's 15. Oh, this is 14. Fuck, I can't. Oh, there's 16. 16 is the one, right? 16 is the one. that people.
Oh, dude, 16 is the one that I saw Asmongold play. That it was really cool. Like the graphics look really good if you want to try it. Oh, you have to buy it. What the frick?
Why the fuck is it even showing up here then? I don't understand. What? Oh, this is all games? Where's just the cloud version? Cloud gaming. Am I not in the cloud gaming section? So confused. Fallout, Far Cry 6, Forger, Religions, Forger, Goat Simulator, Genshin
Genshin.
Impact. Yo, I'm down to run something. Ooh, Granite could be fun. We become the like teeny tiny
I'm
bees.
down. Sure.
It's like another survival games. I feel like we've started so many of these survival type of games.
Yeah. I mean, what else other game would there be besides survival though? Like for co-op,
Yeah, like Halo,
we
like
could continue with It Takes Two.
It Takes Two. Yeah, I
Hollow
agree.
Knight might be. I'm kind of down to see how you play Hollow Knight. I think you've played it before.
I have played it before. I haven't. I didn't go too far into it. The furthest I think I got was the.
Immortal Phoenix Rising, by the way.
Uh huh.
Actually, can you play that game? Try it out. It's like Breath of the Wild.
Hmm.
Try it out. Try it out. It's really funny.
Is it?
You just play like the first 30, like not even 30, first 5 minutes, because it has like a funny intro. If you don't like it, then you don't have to play it.
Nah, man. I'm not feeling this.
What?
Is it good?
Come on, just try it out. It's open world.
All right. All right. All
You
right.
said you wanted to play Assassin's Creed. By the way, this is the same people who made Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
Ubisoft.
really?
Nah, nah, nah. Ubi hard. Oh, yeah, yeah,
You be soft, but I be hard.
yeah. But
All right, sure. Let's do it.
and then the title should be Something's Rising. and then- and it's not the Immortals.
It's not the shield hero. I like it. Something's rising. Wait, why would I not just play Assassin's Creed? Like, is this as good as? Okay, something's rising.
Because you can't make that joke. Okay, you can't make that joke
Yeah,
with.
but it's not the shield hero. Uh, what is the name of the game again? Phoenix Rising.
Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Uh, Immortal Phoenix. Yeah, they say my Phoenix is kind of immortal too. If you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
I bet, I bet.
There it is. Dude, there's like literally two viewers watching this game. Nothing wrong with that.
Nice 49.2K, bro. What are you talking
Lit.
about?
Mm, some things. Wait, why am I typing the whole thing? I can just copy and paste.
That's so interesting. I didn't realize you could stream at both at the same time.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's people who get about similar numbers on both platforms.
they probably do. I think there probably is.
Why is my
Okay, I can
Wi-Fi
worry
so
about the
bad?
thumbnail later, I believe. Okay, cool.
Oh,
Nice.
really?
Do you hear the game from the outside? Okay, wait. Where's my headphones? There it is. Also, how's my mic the whole time? It was like under the freaking bed. I don't know
This
how.
is it's so much like clearer and like
Better now?
louder now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's better now for sure.
Because it was under the bed the whole time, bro. I didn't even realize. It must have fell and one of the freaking cups fell too. Everything got.
You check if my AirPods are down there, man. I feel like everything seems to be.
Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe you somehow like just sleepwalked all the way to my place last night.
Could have been, bro. Could have been.
My freaking like the drift is so weird. Like in some games it's like not even there. Like I'm like having like the best time, and then in some games it comes back. Like this game has the drift again, I think. Probably.
Okay. I hear it by the way. You're on the stream. I hear it. They're both.
What are you hearing both?
The audio and you, like the game audio and you. Looks good.
Oh, okay, awesome. All right. I feel like I've never heard of this game before. Like, when did this come out?
A long time ago. Not a long time ago.
Wisest Athena, mighty Poseidon, the Earth Shaker, Zeus Artemis, with her deadly aim set to pierce even the heart of a hummingbird. Pain
That's what
and
Greek
pain
accents look like. Sound like, I guess.
I see you there.
He looks like Aatrox from League. Kinda.
I thought you were to say Atrioc. I'm like, what the fuck?
The coffee cow. The glizzy hands.
None of this is
The
yours.
Blizzy Gobbler.
The glizzy goblin.
You're the victim. All the mortals are made in the bone workshop of who? Jagged reflections.
Jagged
from a
reflections.
broken mirror. Behold your god! This one killed 6 innocent children to satisfy her rage.
Kinda looks cute. Am I just seeing things?
Burn with jealousy.
He doesn't look like as scary as like actual monsters, you know? He looks kinda
I think
cute.
you've gotten too used to League.
Either that, like, or the art.
No, I know what you mean.
The art style feels a bit like, you know, cute and cuddly.
Yeah. I agree.
I have no such flaws. The rest have fallen. Only one stands between me and the rehabilitation of Olympus. Only the foulest, most arrogant, narrow-minded coxer son of Kronos.
Oh, I thought he said cocksucker.
The one and only Zeus!
Yeah, he sure is a cocksure.
How I've missed you, Prometheus, my favorite cousin.
You chained me to this rock and fed my liver to an eagle.
Out of love.
This is story.
Aha. You need my help.
Typhon is free.
Typhon is free.
You once fought beside his allies, the Titans. Convince him to stand down.
It's not that simple. He is even blocking my ability to glimpse the future.
Isn't Prometheus the son of god of the sun? Like, why is he getting frozen? From
I forget, but that was his punishment for something.
Blasphemy.
How is the thunder stronger
my
than
lightning.
sun?
He took
It's
everything.
not.
Even the other gods are missing.
Look to the mortals.
That's done. Those evil, imbecilic, tasteless parasites were all turned to stone.
One
Damn,
of those
Zeus.
evil parasites is about to save your royal ass.
My ass is safely lodged in the Aegean stables, and mortals will never be anything but a mistake.
Care to make a wager? If I'm right, my sin of stealing fire and ensuring their survival
Oh, that's his.
becomes
There
a
you go.
blessing.
That was
You
his punishment for
find
that.
your punishment unjust?
It's a little extreme. Do we have a deal?
If you win, I'll end your punishment and set you free. But if I win, you help me stop Typhon, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Very well. Let the tale of Phoenix be my redemption.
Oh no, not one of your stories. How long is this going to...
My
Alright.
tale begins at sea. A ship of soldiers returning from a faraway battle. Their victory ambushed by an unexpected storm. The sea tossed and turned. Waves churned to a froth. The line between sky and sea all but vanished. The mountainous peaks of the waves descended into valleys nearly as deep as Tartarus.
You're really painting a
Tartarus.
picture here.
It's an art. Point is, the ship didn't stand a chance. At dawn, the sun rose on the few remaining survivors. The lowest ranked among them, a shield bearer who dreamt of battle, but had seen nary
That's
a-
me!
Don't tell me.
Yo! I kind of
There
like.
you go.
Yeah, I kind of like what I look like already.
The storm!
No?
Wake up!
Is that what you want to sound like?
Yeah, there it is.
That's
I
Thor.
have to wake up.
I have to wake up.
Yeah, but can you choose a beard? I just want to see what she would look like with a beard.
Wait, before that.
A waterfall on the cliffs of Santorini.
Dude, what's your like hairstyle preference? I kind of like the short haired more.
I
than,
like the last one on there. I like the last one on there.
You like
That's
this
my
one? Oh, really?
personally.
This,
But,
this is like the dead mother hairstyle, no? Like the enemy dead mother hairstyle. I feel
I
like.
guess so. I guess so.
I like these kind of like short haired ones. I don't know.
What are you gonna say next? You like a girl with a willy?
Hey, yo, whoa, what are you insinuating here, bro? Are you saying like short haired girls? You're saying short hair? Oh my god. Wow.
I'm just saying there's more short-haired guys than there are short-haired girls. That's all I'm saying. It's a numbers game.
Sure. Sure, but ooh, silver?
Ooh.
Or do we just stick with the original?
Yes, the burning.
I
We
like
should try
that.
to have a Greek accent to this whole playthrough.
Oh, that's Greek. I thought that was like Italian.
Bro, it's Zeus.
I know, but like
You
if
think
they,
Zeus?
I know, but I don't know. In my head, it sounded Italian. How is this,
It
by the way?
sounded Italian.
It's an Italian.
I can see the fingers, the fingertips.
Ah. This is kind of cute too.
Just the burning.
Maybe I like these, or maybe these.
You like these?
I like these. Like, what is my current accent sounding like to you? Italian, not Greek, right?
It's definitely Italian.
How is Greek different? Like what?
I like it the pasta.
I mean, like a pasta, ravioli,
Mari,
Mari, spaghetti.
bro.
Has a beard.
Okay, let's add some beer to her. Ooh, huzzah!
Dude, what am I telling you, bro? All she's missing now is a willy.
Nah.
Nah, yeah.
Oh, yo, I mean, wait, no. I wanted like her face, but like the body of like a. Wait, I guess I'm giving her the willy.
Yeah, you're not reading the allegation.
Allegations. The allegations.
Yeah, you see what I You got the Kratos
Dude,
one.
I feel like I'm gonna spend like more time like customizing the character than playing the freaking game.
Play the game.
Play the game. Alright, yeah, let's just wait. I feel like we just like I spent so much time and we just like done, like the freaking default character. Yeah, no, honestly, the default character was the best. So yeah, you gotta say.
Yeah, well, just
Alright.
click the play button.
Okay, how do I apply?
There, I see her clear as
I
day.
see her clear as day. It's so close to
The
like
lowest
Italian. It's like
ranked
hard
among
to tell.
them, a shield bearer who dreamt of battle, but had seen nary
Hey
a
yo, what's it as
skirmish.
angle?
A teller of tales,
Dude.
not a doer of
The
deeds.
angles, yeah.
I am the doer of deeds.
What a name,
I'm gonna do some deeds.
I'll do something.
Sounds
I'll
like
do
the
some
sound
deeds
a
right
dumb
there.
bird makes when it lights itself on fire, which would be ridiculous.
Ooh, wait, her name is
Although-
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Get it? Phoenix,
Immortal
right.
Fenyx Rising.
Phoenix, right?
Washed up on an unknown shore, Phoenix awoke.
This game is more like Breath of the Wild than Assassin's Creed. That's why I thought you'd enjoy it.
I see. I mean, like I did enjoy Breath of the Wild. but I never got too. This is the problem with me. I feel like I never like go too far with any games. I like always. I'm starting so many things, and then like it just stays for that one night, that one session, and then like you know you don't go
You
too
might
much.
like this one then. Because Breath of the Wild is one of those games, and including this as well. You can pick it up anytime you want.
I guess so.
It has there's just like a very obvious goal, and besides that, you can just explore.
Ooh, wait, I like this. I like the angle. No,
Why
no,
keep
I'm not.
jumping?
I kind of want to play Genshin Impact, honestly. Because
I mean, this game.
Cause like
Yeah.
it does remind me, right? Like Breath of the Wild. This game is like kind of how do I climb? Just
Yeah,
you just
but
climb
it's-
anything? Oh my god!
Yeah.
It
It
is
literally
like,
is
yeah,
just-
it literally is.
I mean, if you play Genshin though, you gotta, you've never spent any money on Genshin, right?
I think I spent like $5 or $5 or
Yeah, that's not
$10.
too bad.
$5 or $10. I never really use it. Same. Wait, did you play Genshin?
Yeah. I played Genshin, yeah. I got to like level 30 or 40 something.
Wait,
Phoenix
what?
saw
When?
the captain
Yeah.
and fellow soldiers
Wait, I didn't
in
know.
the distance.
Which
When it
ga-
was, I was
Through a
playing like when
trick
it
of the
first
light,
came out, bro.
she
Like,
Oh, wait, I
there was
think
only
you
one-
did mention it. Yeah.
I got to the point early on where like level 35 or 45 was the cap,
Mm-hmm.
and so I would do my 15, daily thing
Yeah, yeah,
a day. And after a while, I was like, why am I even playing this?
Bro, I feel like we should. There's like so many more new regions after we stopped. Like,
Well, and then it's probably multiplayer, so I'm down.
yeah. I don't know actually. I don't want to get into that.
Can you hear me?
The grind, cause it's so grindy.
There's the fucking
so
guy
good.
who like got addicted to weed and can't help himself from installing it on.
Yo, no, chill. Like it's a different. Indeed, you don't have to spend money to really, like get stronger.
Vulnerable.
You can just use your skill.
I have to be calm.
Yeah.
I
I
have to
have
I'm
to
sure
be
there's
follow my
there.
training.
Free-to-play player who's like gotten everything on Genshin, or gotten everything as in like they've gone
Yeah.
to all the world.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing, right? With Genshin, I feel like if you don't pay, you have to grind so much harder. Like if you want to stay free to
Yeah.
play, like you have to like
Yeah.
grind so much while like the pay like the other people can just pay like 10-15 bucks and they're like don't need to grind kind of vibe. I don't know. What is this? Collect?
It's like Diablo. Oh, by the way, you can also play Diablo, but it's not. I don't think you can stream. Yes, yes.
I feel like now I'm realizing that like if I'm just gonna be playing by myself, why didn't I just play Need for Speed? It's fine. It's
No,
fine.
just try it
No,
out,
this
try
is
it
fun.
out,
Yeah,
try
yeah.
it out.
Oh, she's crying.
You've always been my hero.
My
My
North
North
Star.
I will bring you back. I swear it.
Bro, is it just me or like all the statues look the same? Like I feel like I don't know how she's able to tell apart who's who.
I don't either.
Must be a special
I think
skill.
maybe just the sword.
Oh,
Ow.
it's a cool sword.
Phoenix had
I've
never been allowed to hold
Have you seen that meme where he's like, "Nice
a
day"?
gift from Achilles in bravery
Achilles.
in battle. It balanced perfectly in her palm, as if forged for it.
Achilles' sword?
Wait, I thought Achilles was a spear user. In Hades, he has a spear.
Is something wrong with your voice?
I never got a sword. Just saying.
Phoenix looked up. She was not alone.
By the gods!
Even the enemies look the
Stay
same.
back!
She readied her sword.
Wait,
for
how do
her
I?
first real
Can I not
battle.
dodge?
It's a tutorial, so you will be able to eventually.
Okay, alright.
They're not even gonna attack you.
Oh, they're not attacking. Okay, cool.
They're just learning right now.
Wait, hi.
Phoenix felt her training come into focus.
Oh, there it is. What's happening? Hello? How am I taking pictures? Wait, I don't know how to go back.
Circle or B.
Oh,
bro.
okay.
There you go.
Alright, I'm B. Dude, my reaction speed is so bad. Like I dodge after I get hit.
I should
Do you
be
know what I want to
able
play with
save
actually? I
lives
want to play
from
like
up
a
there.
co-op Souls-like with you. I don't know if
What is
there's
it
anything.
Souls like? Here, I'll go check.
I'm sure there is something similar to that. There has to be. I mean, I hope the Elden Ring one comes quick, but I don't know if it's gonna be Cloud. I don't know if it's gonna be
I
Cloud.
mean, Elden Ring is not a cloud, is it?
It's
Right now?
no, it's not in the cloud yet. I'm sure there is some. Wait, am I just going back? I think I'm just going back to where I came from, like a dumbass.
Neo 2.
Neo
Also,
2.
Liza P apparently is co-op.
What? Wait, Liza
Yeah,
P in
that's
the
what
is
it said.
Liza P's in the cloud gaming. We can try that if it is co-op.
Yeah, it says a newer title with a strong Souls-like feel and co-op functionality.
Yo, I'm so down to play that. Like, you haven't finished it either, right?
No, I haven't.
You got all the way to the wrestler guy. You even beat the wrestler guy, no?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. There's also Remnant and Remnant 2, Code Vein, which is... Oh, it's not on it.
So I have not heard of any of those, so I don't know if that is good or bad. Meh.
This is the
It's
largest
Souls-like, so
statue
Remnant
of
1 and 2 are
Hermes I've
Souls-like
ever
with guns.
seen. I
It says
wonder who
amazing
built
games,
it.
apparently, especially the
Besieged by
second one.
challenge, totally alone.
Yeah.
This young hero was determined to save her fellow soldiers and brother.
Boring! Can we skip this part?
No, this is important for the sense of atmosphere.
Are the two gods gonna be talking like the whole time? I guess they are like the. This is kind of
I
cool.
think... Yeah.
I think it reminds me of this one manga where like it's like an isekai, but like instead of like the main characters, right? Like being
Hermes, my old friend. It's an honor to
reincarnated
finally
into the
meet you in
isekai. They
person.
just like
Just
see.
don't tell anyone I'm speaking
Oh
to
fuck!
you.
I'm not gonna make
I've
it.
gotten enough
I'm
trouble
gonna make
for
it. I'm not
memorizing
gonna make it.
stories
What happens?
Instead of tilling the soil back at home.
Oh, I'm dead.
And then the other soldiers.
Oh, never mind.
Well, they really don't appreciate a good story.
No, keep going right, bro.
Okay,
You're
right?
going the wrong way. Keep going. Yes. You see?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
I think now you climb up.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Do we make it? I don't think we make it. Do we make it?
It's
Do
close.
we make it? There's no way. There's no way. Fuck. Bro. Alright, we're fine.
How are we supposed to make it up there? I think you're supposed to go to the other torch, maybe.
Yeah, bro, I was going the right way until some dumbass said we were going the wrong way, you
Who's
know?
this? Yeah, what dumbass? What a dumbass.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot, am I
Dumbass is
right?
all around. Bro. Dumbass is saying it and dumbass listening. It's like dumbassery everywhere.
See, right here, look, there's even like a climbing thing. Dude, look at this. So, dude, you're the only
Bro, I
dumbass
don't see
here, bro.
anything, bro.
You're the only dumbass here, bro. Oh, wait,
I
oh,
don't
oh,
see
wait, bro.
anything, bro. In fact, I'm blind in one eye.
Yeah, you're legally blind?
Legally and illegally blind, bro.
Mm. Have you watched Legally Blonde?
No, what is that? Is that a TV show?
I think it's a movie, but it's also like a musical. I like there was like a free musical that happens every year, in like Zilker Park in downtown, and yeah, I went to watch that and it was so good. Like I was so impressed by cause it was free. I was not expecting too much of it, but like it's like a 60-year long tradition thing, right? So like
Oh,
the
in
people are
Austin?
like the people are actually like really good. Like the singers, the actors were all so insane. Because it really felt like we are just watching a movie, right? Like, but like
Yeah.
real life. I guess like I'm just describing what a play is, but
Yeah.
I had not
a theater.
actually seen it before, you know, like that.
What time of year was it?
Phoenix's
It was like
destiny was becoming
it
clear.
was like fall, like it was like September
So far, all you
or
have
October.
shown me is a mortal soldier who has fought
I think it happens
one
every
real
year, so like if you're
battle,
down for
and
this
Typhon grows
new year.
stronger by the hour. Don't toy with me, Prometheus.
I swear to you that soldier shall be our salvation. For if she fails and Typhon defeats us, Zeus, king of gods, the world will fall to chaos.
Sheesh.
The Temple of Apollo. If it has an oracle or a seer, they could help me undo this curse.
Wait, what curse?
Griffin? They aren't real.
Let me go! Help!
Hey! I'll save you!
Can we ride that? I wanna ride that. I wanna ride the
I'm telling
griffin.
You are not
I'm
escaping the
coming!
allegation.
Dude, like, why would you
I
think?
need to
Why,
find
but,
a way
like,
to reach that rift.
just why would you think that's like the first thing I want to do, bro? Like the word that has different meanings. I feel like you choose to
What was the
think it.
just tell me what the first sentence you said was.
Yeah, I want to ride that. Like I want to ride the griffin. Like,
Just stop there. No, I just want to ask for the first sentence, bro.
what did I say? What was the first sentence I said? Can I ride
You
that?
just told me.
Oh. Wait, what am I trying to do? Revealing icons. Wait, what the fuck? What am I trying to do here? While on far side, pay attention to the feedback received while looking at various types of locations. Press RT to reveal their icons. Permanently in files. Reveal. 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 Oh my god, reveal. Small liar. And then what else can I reveal? Over here. Reveal. Vault of Tartarus. Reveal. ODS challenge. What else do we have?
That's Odysseus. I'm reading that right now.
Odysseus.
Yeah, bro.
Ambrosia.
Do you know anything about Odysseus, bro? It's like crazy. His
I think
his
was he?
like
I don't know if he was in the Hades game. Most of like the Greek lore, like I learned from the
yeah.
freaking Hades game. It was pretty cool. I
He
don't know
might
if
have been. I mean, he
Odysseus.
never went anywhere near Tartarus, but
Uh-huh.
basically he was in the. Uh, have you heard about the Trojan horse?
Yes, I have heard of the Trojan horse.
So was it the Greeks or the Romans that did that? I think it was the Romans that did that to the Greeks, right?
Think so.
I forget. It doesn't matter.
Dude, am I
Basically, after
dumb?
that
Oh,
battle,
sorry. Like
after
there
this,
was a reveal
go ahead.
here. Oh, there it is. Okay. No, you're fine. Sorry. Go
Okay,
ahead.
okay. So after the siege of Troy, basically, he ends up on an island where he faces like a Cyclops,
Mhm.
and I think Cyclops are children of Poseidon. And so to escape, he's like I think he's the guy who says, "Oh, my name is no one," right? And then
Okay.
he stabs him in the eye, and
Uh-huh.
then, he's the Cyclops is trapped in his cave, and other Cyclops come around and they're like, "What happened? Who's killing you?" And the Cyclops is like, no one is hurting me, no one is just poke my eye out, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And so he escapes, but Poseidon gets really mad at him.
Uh-huh. Cause but
Um,
like that's it's smart of him. He's like just outsmarted
yeah.
the system, bro. Like, well, you should
How
be.
to get
Yeah.
down? The pond.
Poseidon gets really mad at him and
Uh-huh.
basically casts him astray. Like he was trying to get home, but he makes the sea so like he gets lost at sea.
Right.
And Athena sees this, and Athena is the one that was like,
Uh-huh.
Athena is like the goddess of wisdom, right? So she's like, that was just part, like you said. And
Yeah.
she like begs Zeus to be like, come on, he's been lost at sea for long enough.
It
Let
smells
him go
like
home.
honey.
Uh-huh.
And, the
And
first
that's where
ray of
his odyssey
spring.
begins. And he goes
And
through
my
so many
first
things, like
kiss.
sirens,
All
where
rolled
if you
into
hear
one.
them, you're supposed to like,
Phoenix got into the ambrosia
you're gonna go
too?
towards them, and then they'll basically kill you.
Prometheus!
Uh-huh.
You worried,
He just
Zeus,
has a
about
bunch of
losing
wisdom.
this
Like so,
bet?
whenever he goes, he's like,
Please,
okay, I don't
she
want to
can't
die,
use
but
it
I want to
anyway.
hear their like,
Yet.
I want to hear their music.
Uh-huh.
And so he forces his crew to like tie him to the like hull, or not the hull, but like the
Like tie the
hull.
sires into the hull.
Felt Ligiron's
No, tie
blade
him
with
so he
every
can hear the
step.
sirens. 'Cause the sirens
Oh.
are at the sea.
Wait,
I see, I see.
And so he,
of the
yeah, so he
heavy
gets to hear that. And he goes through this
You
whole
gave him
journey.
your
It's
blade?
literally
Oh,
Odysseys.
Achilles.
Odyssey is like a
I
long
meant to
journey. They're
ask,
named after
why
him.
exactly would you expect
Oh,
to
after
receive a sword
Odysseus.
from
Like,
Achilles?
that's
as
where
an
Odyssey
offering,
comes from.
just a routine offering from
I
someone
mean, it could be one or
who
the other.
gazed
Like
into
maybe his
your
name came
eyes
from the Odyssey, but anyways.
and told you
Yeah.
you were
Okay, that's
special.
very cool. Like, what else? Like,
That's
did he do?
I left a rose. On
What else was his
do you know
on his
Atlas?
Odyssey? Atlas, yes, I know
Keep going.
Atlas.
Yeah,
Like,
you know the guy who's holding up the heavens?
yep.
He has a daughter who basically is trapped in like somewhere in the sea. It's kind of like the Bermuda Triangle where like no one can enter. It's like a
Mhm.
magical place.
Right.
He goes there and she falls in love with him and she's like please don't go, just stay with me. And that's like one of part of his Odyssey. By the way, while all of this is going on,
Uh-huh.
there's suitors that are trying to marry his wife to take his line because he's a king. I don't know if you knew that.
Odysseus.
Yeah, Odysseus he's a king.
Uh-huh.
And so after he leaves, because technically he didn't die during the battle himself, he got lost at sea. He didn't win. He didn't die like valorously
Uh-huh.
with valor. So his son can't like take over because his father didn't die in like kind of like Valhalla. Like he didn't die in battle.
I
There was
see.
no valor in that. and so there's like literally suitors coming into his palace, his kingdom,
Uh-huh.
not castle, but like his home, and they're eating his stock, partying it up, and his son can't do anything
Uh-huh.
while all this is happening. And like I told you, this is where like now I'm getting into the actual book that I'm reading.
Right.
Athena is begging him, and after she begs Zeus, Zeus kind of relents and is like, eventually he'll go home, after Poseidon relents, because this whole punishment that Odysseus is getting, Poseidon's the only one that's mad. No other god is really mad.
Right, right,
Yo,
right.
look at all that shit you get.
Yeah, dude,
Should
like,
claim that.
dude, like, I can tell this is a Ubisoft game based on, like,
But
like the actual
but there was
money
some free
payment.
stuff. There was some free stuff.
Yeah, but I need to connect that. But hey, I have 300 of this. Should I get like this horse,
Up to
or
you.
should I get
Those
this
are just
this
skins, I think.
weapon? The current of power you feel when holding this sword is channeled. Is it just a cosmetics, or like is this actual, like, do these do
Press
things?
A, press A. There's a learn more button.
Oh. It doesn't tell me more, bro. Oh, I guess there's
Huh.
preview. I'd rather get a horse than a weapon, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. It looks. I think everything is cosmetic. I don't know. Could be wrong. But yeah, Athena, after talking to Zeus, goes to his son and is like, "Hey, I'm like, because gods are not allowed to reveal themselves."
Uh-huh.
Dude, the whole it's so interesting how the
Tell the...
translations work. Like the way they talk is very, because it's not Greek clearly, because it's in English,
Uh-huh.
but they talk in very. I don't know. I was reading it and it's weird, like not reading something that has technology in there. There's no cars, there's no books, so it's like to relate is a lot harder.
Oh,
Like
really? I feel like
to jump.
we have like read so many fantasy stuff. I feel like you'll be used to like not seeing these technologies, no?
I mean, not really. How much have you seen like a pure fantasy? Like name the last time you read a pure fantasy with no technology? Because I have not really read much of that kind.
Hmm.
There's always some kind of technology
I mean,
involved. I feel
Lord
like
of the Rings. I don't know if that
that's one.
counts as like full
Counts.
fantasy. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
when you say technology, are you also like counting like freaking, horse pull carriages and shit like that as technology, or like?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, not really, but I mean like when I read manhwa, oftentimes it's reincarnated, right? So they have knowledge of those kind of stuff. So
Do you think I can fight this shit?
do it, bro. You got it.
Okay.
You know how to dodge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Come here. Right. I feel like I just.
It's a kids game.
Oh my god, chill. Wait, does a tree fall? Oh my god, a tree fall. Ah, ah. Oh my god, what? Hello, hello, hello. Also, like, I figure out just running circles around, like, the big enemies are so strong. Like, because they can't
Yeah.
hit you if you're just running
Dude,
circles around them.
You are like the parry king, bro. I feel like you're not parry, sorry.
I'm the
Dodge.
dodge guy, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
parry.
it's like it's your first to go. Like it's like your first, like every time for any kind of boss, dodging.
Yeah. Dodging is just like I feel like parry is like so hard to do. Parry or even blocking, right? Like dodging just feels so much natural to me.
It looks cooler to be honest, but maybe I was just speaking from someone who likes to parry.
Parry is also hella cool when you can do it, but like the timing is so.
I think it takes longer to master. To be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, exactly.
But I mean, again, the thing is, I'm speaking from like, I've only parried, so I don't know.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Look at that.
Easy win. Easy dub.
You see how every time you kill someone, he just fly. They just fly the fuck away.
Oh, that is funny, yeah. Wait, why is the Zeus and Prometheus not, complimenting me
Because it's just a
on
normal
defeating the
bear,
bear,
bro.
bro? What do you mean normal bear? He
Normal.
was a big bear. He was very big. But hey, did you know like the story of what's his name? Like the guy who pushes around the boulder. What is his name? Like he has to
Oh.
keep.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see.
One must imagine him happy. What's his name? Fuck. I keep forgetting.
Didn't Casey Neistat make a video on him?
Did he? I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
you should watch it.
I know he was in Hades too. What is his
Sisyphus.
name? Oh yeah. Sisyphus. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know why he got that punishment, bro? Like punishment
No, I
of
have
just
no
going
idea.
through the boulder.
Was he a king as well? I have no idea. I just know he does that, and he has to do it every day.
Yeah,
Every time,
or
he
he
rolls
has
up
to.
to the
Yeah,
hill
he
every
has to just keep rolling in up a hill, and then like when the top comes, it will just fall down again, and then he'll just have to keep doing it.
Wait, no, why? Why? What was the story? Do you know the full story?
I I did listen to the whole story, but now I'm trying to recollect it.
I'll
I
have to
don't
swim
actually
to the other
remember.
shore.
I feel like every story that's kind of like that has like a lesson. Right?
I think there is,
Like
yeah.
there's a what's it? It's not, but it's not just like a oh don't do this. It's more like a universal
Oh,
lesson.
I think he, for some reason, right? So he invites some gods for like he's also a king or something. He's like a either king or like some kind of noble, right?
In Sisyphus, yeah.
Yeah, Sisyphus, and he invites I don't know which gods, but he invites few gods for dinner,
Can you hear
right?
me in there?
Yeah.
I'm coming.
And for some reason, I don't know why the fuck he thought that, but he
I
just
found your axe.
kills his son,
Phoenix
right?
approached the axe.
Kills his son and
What?
feeds them to the gods for the dinner.
Looks like the axe of Atalanta.
I don't know why. I think
What?
he was trying to show something. I don't know what he was trying to show.
But before Phoenix could
Yeah.
claim
So
it,
he does
the
that,
axe
and like
was pulled into the pit
first of
by
all, killing your own
terrible
kind is
force.
like one of the biggest sin or something, and then cannibalism or like also something like is also another big sin.
Who knocks upon
In like the Roman or not Roman or Greek, whichever this is, right? So they gave him like this insane punishment.
think that all
But I think on top of that, he was also trying to be smart and like trying to outsmart the system, just like Odysseus was trying to do. I don't know how exactly he was trying to do, but he succeeds on it, right? He succeeds on it, but like later they find out that he pulled this shit, and then because of that they get even mad, and then finally give him this like long-lasting punishment, I believe. It's kind of like it doesn't sound good when like you don't know like half of the story, right? And you're just giving it like in chunks.
Wait, cause I don't know, cause I thought he did something else. Are you sure he did that one?
Maybe I'm giving
Because the
you
one that I know him from
Mhm.
is Sisyphus tries to like this is just from recollection, so I could be wrong, but this could be another legend as well.
That's the end of Phoenix.
There was this guy who tried to
Perfectly
cheat death.
passable storytelling.
He
I
tries
didn't
to cheat
mind
death?
there were moments
Oh,
that
yes,
were
I
wrong,
think-
But you really got me with
Yeah,
that
I
ending.
think that was the thing. I
Now,
think he
let's
outsmarted
Time
not trying
for
to die,
you
no?
help me against
Yeah.
Typhon.
Was that Sisyphus though?
It's
It
not
might have been someone
over
else
yet.
who
Not
like.
by a long
Look,
shot.
Alright.
look, do you see this?
Wait, I don't see it. Like, what's happening right here?
Okay. Honestly, you can call this here. Like it's okay.
Like, what's the funny thing you were mentioning?
It was
Like,
a
is
credit. It was credits, and it was a Zeus.
Oh,
Yeah.
I kind of skipped it accidentally.
It's all good. No, it's all good. I was gonna say
What is this
but
place?
do you know the full story for the guy who tried to cheat death? This is gonna be another one of those. I only know half of it.
Yeah, I was gonna like look into like just ChatGPT, but like you tell me the story, brother.
Basically, this guy doesn't want to die, so he
Mhm.
literally tricks death, like Hades, to come. I think not.
It is
Death, but
Sisyphus. It is
Thanatos.
Sisyphus. It is Sisyphus.
Is it?
Yeah, it is Sisyphus.
Is it Thanatos he tricks? Let's see.
I think he does trick Thanatos or something. Yeah, he outsmarts. Yeah, cheating death. Okay,
Yeah,
here I'll just read it in like a Greek voice, okay?
that's it. That's it.
The story
do
of
this whole thing.
Sisyphus comes from Greek mythology. Actually, I don't know if that's Greek. He was the cunning
good,
and
that's good.
deceitful king of Corinth, known for his trickery and defiance of the gods. His tale is a lesson about hubris, punishment, and the eternal struggle against futility. Sisyphus' trickery and defiance.
Oh, you can do that?
There it is. Okay, awesome. Okay, first of all, Sisyphus was infamous for outwitting both mortal and gods. Some key moments in his story include betraying Zeus. Sisyphus angered Zeus by revealing one of his secrets to a river god in exchange for fresh water. Okay, wait, I kind of want to listen to his full story instead of like this, like what he did.
Yeah.
Give me give me a
Give
summary.
me the full beats.
Give me the full story of Sisyphus. Okay, how long is it gonna be actually though? I don't think it's
I mean,
too
the thing
long,
is,
right?
ChatGPT, yeah, ChatGPT doesn't try to, because it's tokenization. It wants to save
Yeah.
like
Okay, it's
power.
not too
It's,
long. Yeah, I think I can read it.
yeah.
Alright, let's go into this. Sisyphus, the clever king of Corinth. Sisyphus was the founder and king of Ephyra, later known as Corinth. He was known for his cunning trickery and extreme greed. He often violated the rules of hospitality, killed travelers and guests, and even tricked the gods themselves. His thirst for power and wealth made him one of the most deceitful figures in Greek mythology. One of his most infamous acts was betraying Zeus, which sets him on the path to his eternal punishment. Betraying Zeus and cheating death. One day, Zeus kidnapped Aegina, the daughter of the river god Asopus. Of course, Zeus always kidnapping fucking daughters of like gods and like mortals, you
Surprised he
know.
didn't doesn't tell how he turned into like some kind of animal. Right?
Yeah, it probably did. When Asopus came searching for his daughter, Sisyphus, always scheming for his own advantage, offered to tell him where Zeus had taken her, in exchange for a fresh water spring for Corinth. Asopus agreed, and Sisyphus revealed that Zeus had taken Aegina to an island. This betrayal enraged Zeus. Furious that a mere mortal had dared to expose him, Zeus sent Thanatos, the personification of death, to drag Sisyphus to the underworld. However, when Thanatos arrived, Sisyphus tricked him into putting on his own chains, trapping Death himself. I think there was like a funny way, like it doesn't tell the full story, but like it's very smart how he like tricked Thanatos.
He's
Uh,
probably like,
with
I bet you can't escape these.
yeah, I
And he,
think
and then Thanatos was like, what these what? And then you know,
yeah. I guess we can
Sisyphus
like
was like
tell it to
these
yeah.
us.
Yeah, maybe we can tell it to elaborate on that. But with Thanatos
Yeah,
bound, no one in the world could die. Oh, yes, I remember this. Wars were fought,
it's
men were
what I,
stabbed
yeah.
and beheaded, but they would not die. Even the gods were troubled by this unnatural state of affairs. Eventually, Ares, the god of war, grew frustrated that battles were pointless without death. He freed Thanatos and handed Sisyphus over to him. Sisyphus was then taken to the underworld, but his trickery wasn't over it. Yes, he tricks Hades. I remember this. Before dying, Sisyphus had secretly instructed his wife, Merope, not to perform the proper burial rites for him. This was a deliberate move, as the Greeks believed that souls without proper burial could not rest in the underworld. When Sisyphus arrived in the realm of Hades and Persephone, he pretended to be outraged at his wife's failure to honor him with a proper funeral. Playing on Persephone's sympathy, he convinced her to let him return to the land of the living just for a short time to correct this mistake. But once he was back in Corinth, Sisyphus refused to return. He lived for many more years, enjoying life and ruling as king once more. This defiance of the natural order was the final insult to the gods. Yep. Zeus, now completely fed up with Sisyphus' arrogance and constant deception, ordered Hermes to seize him and drag him back to the underworld by force. This time there would be no tricks. Zeus condemned Sisyphus to an eternal punishment in Tartarus, the deepest, most wretched part of the underworld. His punishment was cruel and ironic. Sisyphus was forced to roll a massive boulder up a steep hill, but just before he reached the top, the rock would always roll back down, forcing him to start over again. Forever. Dude, we should try to play a chain together. His endless struggle became a symbol of futility, frustration, and the escapability of fate.
You say Unchained?
Huh?
You say Unchained together?
Or chained together, you know? I don't know. What was the name?
No, I know what you're talking about. That game seems fun.
Yeah. I
Is
don't
it on
know.
Xbox?
Maybe. Sisyphus' fate is often
I'm,
interpreted as a reflection of human struggle and the absurdity of life. The ancient Greeks saw his punishment as warning against hubris and defying the gods. However, in the 20th century, the French philosopher Albert Camus reinterpreted the myth in his essay. Camus argued that the Sisyphus represented the human condition, constantly striving for meaning in a meaningless universe. Oof. He suggested that rather than despairing, we should accept and embrace the struggle. As Camus famously wrote, one must imagine Sisyphus happy. Oh, it's this guy, Camus.
you know, I have a. This is like weird how things connected. Like I remember yesterday and the day before we were talking about how like every day you said it's kind of monotonous. You do the same thing and you just wait
Mm-hmm.
for like things to be over.
Yeah.
Are you Sisyphus? What do you
Maybe,
think?
man. I feel like, yeah, every day, right? Like you go up to the, yeah, you roll the boulder each day because that's basically your work, right? The 8 hours, and once you're at the
Yeah.
top, you're like, yeah, okay, finally I can rest. But like then the next day comes over, and then you just have to
You're
roll
the
that
boulder's at the
boulder
bottom.
again up top, right? I guess so. I guess so. It's like the, yeah, meaning in meaningless universe, struggling, constantly struggling. I don't know.
I think I don't know. This is just me reiterating what they're saying, but it's like don't focus on like the monotonous parts.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on like because like if you just focus on that, it's like it really is meaningless, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like you gotta have a goal, somewhere to strive to.
yeah. And like everything, I feel like if you are like not looking, it's up to you to like change this. But like if you're just waiting, hoping for something to happen, it's not gonna
Nothing, yeah.
happen.
No
You
one's
gotta
gonna help
make
you.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who the fuck is old admin snake, by the way? Sure.
Isn't that the guy from? Oh damn, bro.
I don't know. I don't know. Wait. Okay. So like that's cool. I think I remember as I was reading it. Yeah, he did trick Thanatos and uh, uh, Persephone
Yeah.
into like letting him live, right? But what was the story of like the freaking who? Which story was I thinking of that like killed his own son? Yeah,
Well, it did say that like he
whose story is that? Uh, okay, wait.
killed. Was it their son or
There was a story of a noble
who
killing
fed the
his,
gods?
yeah, who fed the gods his own son during a dinner party. Is it not Sisyphus? No, that was Tantalus.
Tantalus.
Oh, tantalizing, I think.
Probably.
Tantalus was a mortal king, possibly a son of Zeus, who was favored by the gods and allowed to dine with them on Mount Olympus. However, he betrayed the Turks in one of the most horrific ways possible, by trying to trick them into eating human flesh. Tantalus decided to test the gods' omniscience. In a horrifying act, he killed his own son, Pelops, chopped him into pieces, and cooked him into a stew. He then served his meal to the gods, thinking they would unknowingly eat human flesh. The gods, however, immediately realized trick. All except Demeter. Oh yeah, Demeter ate it. Yeah, ate. Who, in her grief
Oh,
over losing her daughter, Persephone, absentmindedly ate a piece of Pelops' shoulder.
I'm realizing like Greek mythology is just one big lore.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
just like League of Legends.
Yeah, it is like an
It's just
insane
like
big lore just connected with everything. So I feel like that's
because
why
I knew
people
for
get
something
so
odd.
interested in Greek mythology.
Yeah, because I knew that like Hades like kidnapped Persephone and they get married and all that stuff. But like it's crazy
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
how
Wait, it
everything kind of
connected, right?
links
Yeah,
up.
right here.
Yeah.
There's like Hades and Persephone, and then right here Demeter is like crying that Persephone got kidnapped. Right.
I
Zeus is
wonder.
enraged and brought Pelops back to life. Ooh, restoring his body and replacing the missing shoulder with one of the ivory. Pelops later became an important figure in Greek mythology, fathering many famous
Oh, I
descendants.
remember this.
Hmm.
I
His
remember.
pu-
I know his punishment.
okay. His punishment for his crime, Zeus condemned Tantalus to Tartarus, where he suffered an eternal torture that became the origin of word tantalized. He was placed in a lake of fresh water with fruit-bearing trees just above him. However, whenever he bent down to drink, the water receded beyond his reach, and whenever he reached for fruit, the branches lifted out of his grasp. Thus, he was condemned to eternal hunger and thirst, always tempted but never able to satisfy his need. That's kind of that's kind of mean, bro. Why would you do that?
What about Sisyphus, bro? The motherfuckers
I wonder.
chopping
Wait,
down
I wonder
trees.
which one would you take? Would you take Sisyphus's punishment or Tantalus's punishment? Like, I feel like
I think I could not get used to, but I would prefer Sisyphus than Tantalus.
because
Because
like,
Tantalus, it's
hmm go on,
I
go
just
on.
can't imagine it's like you can't because like Sisyphus, it's you're just working super hard. It's an
Hmm
endless struggle, but you're just working hard.
Right,
I can
right,
kind of like I feel like at some point I can live with that. It's like
right.
life is kind of like that sometimes, and you have to kind of block through it. With
Y-
Tantalus, it's like you're hungry and it's right there, and
mhm.
no matter what you do, you can't.
Oh, wait, like GPT literally asked the question: Would you rather suffer Sisyphus or Tantalus torment? Mm, yeah, I was gonna say too. With Sisyphus, it feels like you were always doing. At least you're doing something, right? You're working. Like even though like you're
Hmm.
not never gonna reach that goal, it's like you're doing
No, no, you
something.
do, you do. Like the next day or whenever you do, there's it's just you start from the bottom again.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
can never achieve the goal and be satisfied.
Which one do you think is worse? Yeah, okay, even GPT agrees. Tantalus's punishment seems worse because it preys on basic human needs, hunger,
See,
and
I'm
thirst.
fine with those three. Sisyphus's fate with endless labor, physical exhaustion, and monotony. I'm okay. Bro, I'm
Hmm.
just getting a workout. I'm getting good food.
Yeah. While Tantalus is like a psychological torture, no
I
physical
think I have
action.
Tantalus's fate.
Yeah, like look, literally, Sisyphus at least has something to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tantalus is
I'm
just
gonna.
like there looking at the
Bro, I wanted to
food.
show you this video.
Hmm.
I don't. You want to look at it? I don't know how your stream will happen with the stream, but I wanted to show you this.
I see. Yeah, I'm you sure. Are you sharing it right now?
Yeah, I can share it.
Final verdict. While both punishment and appearance, Tantalus' fate feels more unbearable because it denies him. Who else has who else has suffered extreme punishments in
So
Greek
we should watch this movie together if you found
mythology?
some time. It's such a good movie.
Ooh, Prometheus. Wait, weren't we like literally following the lore of Prometheus earlier?
Yeah, we just saw him. Yeah, he gets. Dude, think about it. He gets chained on a rock,
Mm-hmm.
and every day a vulture or something comes and
Oh yeah,
eats his liver.
eagle would come every day to eat his liver. Since Prometheus
That's so
is
crazy.
liver region. Why is liver though? Like out of everything, like why his liver?
I have. You should ask.
Hercules eventually freed Prometheus by slaying the eagle as part of his labors. Mm.
Have you seen the 12 Labors of Hercules?
No, I have not. I actually don't know like the acts of Hercules. I know he was like
There's like
he
a
was like.
tiger. I'm sure if you've ever seen Hercules, he's wearing like a lion, an
Wait, didn't
Olympian lion.
Hercules also kill Hydra or something?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You know how he killed him?
How did he?
Spoilers, bro. Spoilers. It's like a
Spoilers.
couple thousand years of them. Basically, it's like every time you cut one head on two sprouts, so you had to burn them.
Oh. Yeah, dude.
So okay, yeah, yeah.
I feel like
You're getting tired. Let me show you.
sure, but I feel like we should like have like a Greek storytelling night because those are pretty
Oh yeah,
cool.
like a book club kind of thing. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you sharing your screen,
Yeah, just yeah,
Bobby?
in your stream if you want or however you want.
No.
This is from Clash of the Titans. It's so
Okay.
good, bro. This book, it's really good.
Wait, so during the Titans period, there were still humans alive? I thought humans
Yeah.
only were
Well,
alive
no, this is
after.
not. This is like a Titan reawakening, Chronos reawakenings. This is Clash of
Oh,
Titans. This is like follows Perseus.
okay, okay. Because like how I thought was like the
Yeah, it was super long ago before even most of the normal gods were there.
right like the god. I think Zeus and the other gods like betrayed them or like killed. They were
I
like
think
the sons or like the children of the Titans, right? And they betrayed them and they
so
killed them.
so most of the so okay in Mount Olympus there's I think 12 or 11 main Olympians, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
Hermes, Zeus, Athena, those kind of main gods, right?
Yeah.
All of those are the sons and daughters of Kronos, right? The
Mm-hmm.
Kronos was like the king of the Titans, right? And what had happened was Kronos had received a prophecy from one of the fortune tellers that um, one of his sons or daughters would kill him.
Right.
So what he would do is every time a son was born, he
Mm-hmm.
would eat them, he'd swallow them.
Oh.
Except when Zeus's turn came, was it Gaia? I forget who his wife was, but she couldn't handle it, so she fed him a rock instead, and she sent Zeus away. And
Oh.
eventually Zeus like came back once
Uh
he
huh.
became an adult, and like split his stomach open, I think, and from that all the Titans freed, all the normal gods became free and killed, and imprisoned all the Titans.
Ah, I see. Damn,
Yeah.
Zeus.
Yep. It's such a cool visualization of how the Greek gods could have looked like, I feel like.
Like this movie right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is my favorite god anyway, so this scene is so good.
He's bald, just like me.
Interesting.
Is this Hades?
Yeah.
Ah.
Even the way he talks, the way he gives like his powers, everything.
You are specks of dust beneath our fingernails. Your very breath is a gift from Olympus.
No Greek
You have
accent.
insulted powers beyond your comprehension.
Who are you?
I am Hades.
Hades. Hades nuts.
Nuts.
Oh, damn.
Not now, Perseus. You will have your chance.
Wait, this is a Percy Jackson movie, like book?
No,
or book?
no.
Okay.
What
Percy
do you
Percy
know?
Jackson is based off of Odysseus.
Oh,
What is
okay,
more
okay.
beautiful than death? Gaze upon me, mortal queen.
Oh, no. Just from his touch?
Mother!
No, no, why would you do that? Oh, she's dead too. She's gone.
In 10 days, when the sun is eclipsed, I will unleash the Kraken. Argos will be swept from the earth, and all of you with it. Unless you sacrifice the princess you so foolishly compare to the gods. Only her blood will sate the Kraken, and Zeus, who you have so offended.
Wait, but I thought like Hades and Zeus like they didn't really get along. So why is like
No, that's a misconception. That's not true.
oh really?
Yeah.
Were they like best
Hades was
friends?
certainly. No,
I
I
mean
mean, they
they're
were not
brothers.
best
They're
friends.
brothers, right?
What had happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what had happened was originally when they were, because there's three brothers, right?
Yeah.
Hades,
Hades,
Poseidon.
Zeus, and Poseidon. Yeah.
Yeah, so they all took one thing, but I think Hades got the leftover. But Hades
Yeah.
is fine with his, like, it's not like he hates his job. Like, he's fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an organized person having like ADHD,
Right.
you know, or like what is it called, OCD. Like he's good at his job. He doesn't hate per se. Like he's important. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's not as bad as you think. They certainly don't like each other the most, right? I think
Right.
Poseidon and Zeus. I think this isn't me speaking out of my ass, so take it with a grain of salt. But Hades and Zeus, their relationship is a lot more strained than Poseidon
Mm-hmm.
and Zeus, for example. But
But
not
it's
like
not. It's not like they were not enemies, right? Right. I understand
yeah.
that, but like they didn't really like each other. That I think that's.
Initially, it was definitely true. Like at the very
Mm.
beginning, like when he was first, like he got that short end of the stick.
Yep.
That was definitely true. But I think like modern media, like Hercules and all that, like if you look at it, it seems they
It portrays
push
that.
that line more.
I see. I see. That makes
It
sense.
moves more like, yeah, cause think about it. He's the king. You can't really just. He's the king of the gods. He's the king of the heavens. Like you have to just follow what he has to say. Like it's like a business. It's not personal. Okay. Okay, but anyways, it's so good, bro. If you ever watch it, I won't spoil the rest for you. But it's like
Uh-huh.
there's multiple. There's multiple.
Okay.
By
Okay.
the way,
Clash
Liam
of
Neeson.
Titans.
Liam Neeson is Zeus.
I don't know who that is. Who's Liam
You
Neeson?
know where he's like, he's from Taken. He's from a lot of things, but he's most famous from, at least for me, from Taken, where he's like, I will find you. I will hunt you down.
Oh wait,
Fine.
that's him.
I will kill you. Yeah.
I guess this movie is. How old is this movie? Oh, 2010. Okay.
2010. Oh, it's so good, bro. It's so good. Like, dude, it's like this is. I think I don't know if you've seen this thing. It's
Clash of the Titans. Oh,
it's 2010, bro. Why does it look this? It has no
it
right
does
to
look.
look this way.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh,
You reek of your father.
I'm not gonna spoil this too much, but there's
wait,
also
wait. I don't understand. Like this guy just literally killed the other guy. Like split apart his body, and then he just lightly kicks the main character. Come
he's a
on.
demigod.
Uh,
Probably couldn't do it.
I see. But
Perseus is a demigod.
but the other guy was like a normal human.
Yeah, everyone else is normal. Bro, this thing too. This is from another movie. Wrath of the Titans. There's Clash and Wrath.
Is this a trilogy
Maybe. I know
or
there's these two.
or trilogy? Is it a trilogy or a
Duology.
trilogy? Duology.
It's so there's Medusa's also in here.
Oh damn. So if you want to kind of like experience the Greek lore, I feel like this movie is like insane, or like these two movies are
It
pretty good.
definitely is, bro. Like it's.
There's a Minotaur in there too.
Yeah. Okay, this is spoilers.
Ganondorf. Or no,
Gandalf the White.
Gandalf. Yeah. Dude,
Okay,
I feel like
anyways,
yeah, I keep. So Gandalf is from Lord of the Rings. What's the Harry Potter one? Dumbledore. Dumbledore. Yeah, and then where's Ganondorf from? That's from Final Fantasy, right?
Zelda. He's from Zelda.
Oh,
He's the main
Zelda.
villain. Zelda.
Okay. They all sound the same, or like kind of feel the same to me in my head. All right.
I won't lie. I think yeah, we can call it here. But I was gonna say,
Uh-huh.
I think part of why I like Berserk so much is because the lore feels similar. Like when you're
To Greek?
learning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because these are mythical. Like, okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's like the freaking the hand, the four fingers, everyone.
Right.
Four fingers. But it's so good, bro. The lore is just so good, and like the latest chapters, bro. Oh
Uh-huh.
my god, like Fantasia. So this is not spoilers. This is just like
This is just you gushing over it. I understand. Like Berserk, I feel like everybody, right? Like everybody says it's the best, and I know it's good. I don't know why I like find it so
no,
difficult to start.
it's fine because like, dude, I'm the same way about like I think things that like
I feel like everybody has like the some things like that they know
Yeah.
is like good, but they don't like watch.
it's
Or
fine,
like
bro. It's better than forcing yourself. You just wait until the time comes.
yeah,
like,
until
you-
time comes, right? And then
Yeah,
you can't
just-
stop. You can start reading it. Like I think that'll happen to me eventually with Berserk. I do want to read
Like, I'll be honest. Last episode of Arcane,
it. Mm-hmm.
season 2,
Yep.
more than any other episode, every frame would have
Mhm.
been a fucking Renaissance, like, you know,
Yeah.
painting.
Right.
Like it was so beautiful. Like, dude, I don't know. I think okay. I don't know if I'm because I watched it so recently. I'm overhyping it.
Uh huh.
But
Maybe.
the music, the plot, the art,
Uh huh.
all of it, 10, 11 out of 10. Like it was so good, bro. It's so
Yeah.
good. Right now, my favorite song from that. I feel like every episode I watch, I'm like, okay, new favorite song.
Mhm.
Right, and right now it's
Yeah.
Wasteland. It's just that scene, the whole sequence. So good, bro. So good.
It's the one where Jinx tries to kill herself. Is that the one?
Yes.
Or
yes,
oh
it's that
yeah.
one.
Dun, dun,
And
dun, dun,
but
dun,
it's not
dun,
just
dun,
that,
dun,
but like
dun,
you know how it stops, and then how like
Echo.
what's her name?
Echo comes.
Echo comes in, and I'm
Uh-huh.
like, wait, and then I feel like, and then I like, oh no, he's using his power. Because initially you don't realize he's not like,
Uh huh. Also, wait, I can't hear you right now because like the freaking game sound is too loud. Give me one sec. Hello, do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Give me one sec. Let me fix this. Yeah, Arcane was insane, but I don't know. How did you feel about the ending?
Fucks with it.
You fucks with
I
it?
fucks with it. I fucks with it.
Fucks with the
I
heavy?
mean, you know, I will be honest. I think I even told you.
Uh-huh.
How are they gonna end a whole war sequence, bro?
Yeah.
Right? I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm still kind of confused, right? Like, cause so what's her name? Vanessa?
Fun. What do you mean?
Welcome to
Ambessa? Ambessa?
Autolog,
Ambessa.
the
Ambessa.
connected
Yeah.
heart of
So
Need
was
for
she
Speed
Ambessa or
Hot
not? Like what?
Pursuit.
Cause like what
Autolog
happened? Like
puts friends at the
I don't
center of your
understand what happened
game,
in that sequence when
allowing
she
you to
fought her daughter.
easily connect,
Like she seemed like she
compare,
got
and
freed or
compete
something.
with
I don't know what
all your
happened.
friends playing
Uh-huh.
Need for Speed.
Like at that whole sequence, I don't understand. I'm assuming
Hot
when they
Pursuit
make
Online
another
is where
season,
you connect
they'll
and
probably. Do
compete
you think
with.
they'll explore that? Because I don't understand that.
Like which sequence? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. The game was
You know
over.
when Ambessa is raiding the capital with her
Mm-hmm.
troops?
Yeah.
It's like that same scene where like that little pipsqueak, was like, I appreciated the warmth though before she died, right?
Right.
Basically like as she's about to kill lesbian number two,
Uh-huh.
with the dark hair,
Yep.
she's stopped by her daughter, right?
Yeah.
And they're fighting, and all of a sudden like uh, lesbian number two is able to, as she's stabbed, take out the runes that are protecting her from her daughter's magic.
Mm-hmm.
Arcane, I should say, not magic.
Yeah.
Arcane.
I mean, same thing. Yeah.
But when that happens, she like the person that I'm assuming gave her daughter the arcane powers traps her in that other dimension, right?
Oh
And then
yeah. So.
originally she's
Mhm.
fighting Ambessa, but
Yep.
then yeah, what happened? Is that like I don't? You can tell me.
So I think like so what's happening is like it's a whole different like organization, right? Like this Black Rose, and they have been like targeting Ambessa from the beginning, right? They've been targeting Ambessa because like Ambessa stole something from them. We don't know what they
Oh, I didn't
stole.
know she stole something. I thought they were just it was like a fight or something.
No, no, no. I think Ambessa stole basically. I think whatever gave Mel that power, like
Yeah.
whatever like gave Mel the power. I think Ambessa stole it. You can see that like through there's like a trailer, like there was a Ambessa trailer, and like in that there was like a kind of like a whole story point to that. So because
Does
of
it?
that, they've
Wait,
been
wait. I have a
targeting.
question.
Hmm?
Sorry.
Sorry, no, go
Question.
ahead.
Just
Go ahead.
does that have anything to do? Because like when what's her name? I forget. I'm already forgetting the daughter's name.
Mel.
Mel. Do you know how Mel has all these like markings after she awakens her basically?
Uh huh.
And Ambessa has that like marking on on her bottom lip. Are those related at all, or is that just Ambessa's thing?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even remember Ambessa having that tongue thing.
Ambessa has like in the middle of her bottom lip, it's like gold.
Hmm. I don't know.
Just
I
search
don't.
up Ambessa.
Maybe it is related. I don't know. I'm not fully sure
They look
actually.
very similar to what Mel has
Uh
when
huh.
she awakens. Anyways, please go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, no, but what I was getting at is I feel like they're okay. So the next season, right? It's not gonna be like arcane because it's not gonna be focused on like Piltover and stuff, right? But it is gonna be still focused on Runeterra, like the lore of League of Legends, right? And
Runeterra, what is Runeterra? Is that what the lore is called?
Runeterra is the world. The you know how like our world is Earth, called Earth.
Oh shit.
Runeterra is like the world of League, right? Like the
Okay.
planet that they're based on, I believe. The
Yeah.
freaking like there's like two continents, and like the top continent is called Valorant. After, like you know the game Valorant.
Mm.
Yeah, like they just literally took the name Valorant and added a T in there, and called it Valorant. But
But they're not related at all.
I mean, is it the lore of Valorant is like a completely different universe. I think. I
So
think they just took the
the name
name, yeah,
Valorant.
because it's like it was in the same, it's the same company, so they're like, ah, Valorant sounds cool. I think I don't know, but yeah. So the next
Uh,
season is gonna be focused on like the
the new season.
yeah, continents, right? New, not continent, new regions. So there's Noxus, where literally Ambessa is from Noxus, right? I don't know if you caught that,
Is
but
that
Ambessa is from Noxus, and the people that are chasing her, I think the organization is like Black Rose. They're called Black Rose,
okay? I can see
and
where
they're based in League of not League of Legends, based on Noxus. Here, actually, let me give you. So now that you finished Arcane, here's a video that I want you to watch. I guess we can watch it together right now.
let's do it. I'm down.
Okay, all right. I don't know if I should. I guess let's just stream it. Like, I mean, no harm being done. Uh,
Yeah, wait. I mean, Asmongold just freaking
Yeah.
reacts to the whole thing. This is gonna be reaction.
Yeah. This is a Nick crit.
Dude,
Lore
I'm
of
just like imagining how this
Runeterra.
conversation has gone from the video. We've gone from Greek mythology to like,
Yeah, I feel like you just kind of. Where is it? The Runeterra for Arcane. Viewers. Oh, there's League's Universe. Explain.
Just keep. Have you finished watching Arcane? You got interested.
Do you see this?
yes.
Okay. And can you hear it
Have
well?
you finished watching Arcane? You got
Yes.
interested in the
Alright.
universe, and you
Wait, can
realized
pause?
I
Yeah.
have no idea.
I'm best as hot. I just wanted to say. Okay, you can resume now. That's all I wanted to say.
Alright.
Idea
Awesome.
where to learn more about it? Well, you are part of the 90% of
sharing.
Arcane enjoyers who got into the same situation. It doesn't even matter if you play a League or not. The fact is, about 95% of all League
This
players
guy, by the
still
way, is like the best source for League lore. He like covers every single like lore coming out from the League, like no matter where it is from, like whether it is like like an actual story that they write or like it's like a small detail in like a niche part of like the game. He like somehow like makes like 10-15 minute video from like a 10-second thing, you know, like it's crazy how much this guy like.
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
So what's his rank in League though?
I think I don't know. I don't know actually. I think he's not too high rank. He's probably like gold or plat. I don't know. But I think he plays like TFT more than League, so I'm not fully sure.
have no idea what the lore is about. And that's because it requires a very niche skill to be utilized. Reading. Besides this, the truth is, without knowing
Yeah, I
what
don't
this
read,
universe
bro.
is about, there's gonna be a lot of people who will miss out on really cool moments should Riot announce some new projects. Because if they say, hey, the new show is gonna be in Ionia and it will focus on X, Y, and Z, well, the people who know the stories will freak out, but the rest will just say, we're just happy there is something happening after Arcane. So, why don't we fix that in today's video? And in case you are just a casual Arcane enjoyer, why don't we dive into what this universe can offer? Which also includes some very specific storylines that might pop up in some future shows. So, for the most part, if you wanna learn about League's lore, there is one place that still has
Yeah, bro.
most of the lore. And that would be the League of Legends Universe website. Besides 99% of all lore being written here, which also includes the newly updated bios which are now in line with Arcane, it also has the interactive map, which is probably the most fun way to explore this universe. But speaking of Arcane and updating stories, this is also where we should mention that should Riot pump out
like-
new stories through shows or
Game of Thrones level.
Yeah, bro. I feel like yeah, some of the stories are actually insane. And like, look at how many regions there
Watch
is.
them sometimes like a podcast.
Hmm?
You just watch them sometimes like a podcast talk about random lore.
Yeah, I just listen to like some. I don't really listen to him nowadays, but like I used to yeah, like you said, just have him in the background, and whenever he like there's like new story, he will like go over everything. It's quite nice. I don't know.
I remember there was a jungler that I used to play. He looked like an alien.
Like what was he like?
Here, let me just search his name. I think I can find him.
Was it Fiddlestick? Zach?
No, alien looking.
Alien looking jungler. Rek'Sai? Probably
I
Rek'Sai.
think it might be Rek'Sai.
Rek'Sai. This thing?
No. He was like he looked like this.
Look like
Here,
what?
I'll show you. I'll send it on Discord.
Nocturne probably. Nocturne?
Like that. Yeah, Nocturne, yeah.
Was his
I wonder what
ability? Yeah. This guy?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, that's him.
Yeah. I think he might mention him in this, but like he is like a demon. I think he's a demon that like is based around in this part of the map, Demacia right here.
Demacia. I would have thought he
Yeah.
was from freaking Shadow Isles. He's on the opposite side of the fucking map.
Yeah, no, I think what he does is like he so haunts the people near here by like giving them nightmares basically. Like he's
I have a
feeding.
question.
Mhm.
Sorry, I should finish what you're saying first.
No, yeah, he's basically feeding off their life or dreams somehow by giving them nightmares. I don't really
Like
fully know
Freddy
the
Krueger.
lores of Nocturne, but he's like active in this area.
Or
But go on.
movie.
So are each of like the what do they call them? Legends or heroes in League of Legends kind of like just their own thing? Like I always thought that there could be multiple of the same character. Like it could be like a race or something.
No, I feel like the same character. I feel like they are like their own unique thing. They're
So
they're
are
unique
they
thing,
like
but like
you
they.
know how in
Mm-hmm.
go
Go on.
ahead. I was gonna like you know how in Fate,
Uh-huh.
like Fate slash Day Night or whatever, they have these huge legends. Are they kind of like that? But in the same time period.
Yeah, so
Like
like yeah, uh depending on like different like champions, right? Like their status is like completely different. I feel like because like you saw like Caitlyn, Vi, and Jace like from Piltover, right?
yeah.
They were like just like regular humans. I'm sure they were like kind of like they knew how to fight and stuff, but they were still like just average regular people, right?
Yeah.
But then we also have like you said the Nocturne, who's like basically fucking demon of
It's not.
nightmares,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And there's like other insane champions like Aurelian Soul. He's literally like the creator of a fucking universe. He's like a massive galaxy wide dragon kind of creature, right? Who like basically created
What?
created like the universe, and he is playable, right? He's like any other champion you could play, and he's like actually pretty weak in the game. He gets destroyed
Really?
by everything. Yeah. So and there's also like other like different champions who are like completely from like who are not even alive in the same time frame, right? There's like some champions who are like from like the ancient times, like Aatrox, I think. He's from like the Darkened times. So yeah, there's
Wow, good damn, bro. Atriox is everywhere, bro. From
yeah
memes
the
to
gl- the
coffee
yeah the coffee cow. Yeah, you don't know his lore, bro.
coffee.
He's been alive for like centuries. Come on.
Ixtal sounds like some Aztec level. Okay.
Yeah,
Even
Ixtal.
no.
The Ixtal stories, the story of Ixtal is pretty good too. But like, he's gonna go over all of these regions. I feel like we should watch it. This is pretty good.
Bro, are you sure we can finish it today? Because it's almost 2, bro.
It's 30 minutes. Like, do you have anything to do?
I don't have anything to do, but I'm probably gonna. You know what? I'm gonna put you on my laptop. You can resume it, and then I'll just watch on there.
All right. Let's do
Movies
it.
that are based on this universe. Just keep in mind that some specific stories might get changed, because even Arcane rewrote a lot of canon lore that was previously set in stone. However, it seems like going forward, Riot might be dealing with stories that are going into the future, because it's possible that they learned the lesson that retconning pressure stories is not the best move, and so I do believe that retconning will be a bit less common now. But still, because retcons can absolutely be a thing, today we are not gonna be exploring specific stories of specific champions in too much detail. But instead, we are gonna be diving into the overall world and the
He says that
regions
the
with their
video is already,
specific
like, half an
stories
hour.
that make the regions unique. I mean, the point of this video is that
Yeah,
after
no,
you
like
watch
the fact that he was able to compress this whole thing into just 30 minutes is crazy. Cause I
It's
feel
like
like.
when Giga did the Fate thing.
Hmm. Yeah, because I feel like there's been videos of him like where if you just focuses on one champion and it's like over an hour, you know, like so, like the fact that he's able to like give you like each region and everything like the overall story in 30 minutes is quite
it, you should
good.
be able to say, yeah, I have a vague idea of what the lore is about. And so behold the world of League of Legends called Runeterra. At first glance, you might think, it's not that big. But then you may notice that, yes, we can actually zoom in. And immediately you'll start noticing some places you might recognize from Arcane. First of all, yes, Piltover and Zone are right there in the middle of the map. And north of it, you might arrive at the Immortal Bastion. What is that, you might ask? Well, that is the capital city of Noxus, the nation Ambassa is from. Yes, a very important thing to point out is that in this universe, everything is linked. The lore is simply massive and complex. So as we go through these regions, I'll try to connect the references to Arcane so you know roughly what we're talking about. So for now, let's zoom out for a second and let's have a look at the world. Here you may notice that the world shown here is split into three big continents.
Answer it
There
if he does, but I know like all the characters are like not connected, but the lore is connected in it some way or not or other. But what about the maps in the League of Legends game you play? Because there's only one map you play on, right?
Yeah, I don't know if like I don't know like the main story of it, but I don't think it's like fully connected to the actual like the lore of League. I don't know like how these champions, right? Like they're playing in the game. I don't think it's like
Yeah.
actually related to the actual lore of the game. It's just separate. This is separate things.
I heard the beep. I heard that beep, bro. No, you cannot tell me you
I
didn't.
dude, I'm actually like I feel like at this point you're it's the freaking AirPods that you swallowed, bro, beeping in your stomach. That's what you're hearing.
is
Alright.
Valorant, which is the entire northern part. There is Shurima, which is the entire southern part. And yes, Shurima is both the name for the continent and the empire that was on the continent. And there is also Ionia, an entire separate continent too. But somewhere in the east, there is also Kamavor, which is not shown on this map. But we know it exists because it was shown in the Ruination book. Now on these continents, of course, there are a lot of different nations and regions and a lot of different stories. But again, for the purpose of this video, just to show you what this universe is about, let's focus on the biggest stories that shape these regions. And since we already mentioned Ambassa being from Noxus, let's dive there. From Arcane, you might have gotten the idea that Noxians are strong and evil, which technically...
Wait a second.
Is that website a fan made one or is that on like?
No, that's like the main. That's the main website. I think it's the League of Legends Universe website. Let's see, LOL Universe website. Yeah, and I think here you can probably. Yeah, there's a map right here. Yep, right. This one right there. Dude, this is so nice actually. I have actually not been to this website. So Piltover's on right here, and then you can like see like the pictures and stuff. I think.
Yeah. I was gonna say I can't believe they have all of this and that. If you really think about it, this has nothing to do with the game.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It doesn't at all. It has like.
Yeah, look at this. Like I click Piltover and there's like a lot of like look City of Trade, right? Like we can click on it here. We can see all these impacts across Valorant. Like add like there's like so much lore, and this just for like the freaking community. Like yeah, this has nothing to do with the game, but they wanna right like give more details and everything. Build like the actual story behind all the characters we're playing with. I don't know. This is really nice.
I can totally see how people like cosplay now because it's like there's so much to build off of.
Yeah, look, there's like even like a freaking page for the residents and stuff. Yeah. And then there's like on top of that, like there's other like League of Legends or like other Riot games, right? Like so there's like Legend of Runeterra, which is like a card game, and Legend of Runeterra is like insane for like League of Legends lore universe because like each card has like some kind of story, like something is connected to, right? And like everything that card game has is like canon. So like every story that it reveals, because like some of the cards are like just regular people that we have not seen in like either like League lore before or like in League as a character before, right? So like they just add new character and new lore. So like there's so many ways like they're building the universe of or like lore of.
But they have to probably be careful, right? Because they talked about retconning and stuff. So they, sometimes they'll build lore that contradicts each other.
Yeah, I think like they have like this whole team like in of like writers like they have to like make sure everything is correct and like get the proper permission and everything from.
You Ambassa is hot.
Yeah, bro. Dude, we should do it like a smash or pass of like League of Legends champions. I feel like that's insane.
But dude, do you see how already this is a different stream, bro. This is a different.
Yeah, smash or pass. Like this is Aatrox right here. This guy is from like. Does he not look like similar to that other guy like that we saw earlier in that?
Nocturne.
Not Nocturne, but like the game we were playing earlier. What game was it?
Oh yeah.
Like literally.
Typhus.
Yep.
Bro, all I'm saying is this guy doesn't really look like the Glizzy Cobbler I know.
Yeah, because like it was like a long time ago, man. Like the sculptor has to kind of like now adapt to the human lifestyle. This was back in like when the Greek gods and everything were alive. So he had to kind of. He was like this is Titan form, okay? This is Titan form. All right.
Is true to a degree evil. You might have gotten the idea that Noxians are strong and evil, which technically is true to a degree. You see, the Noxian Empire originally started as a tribe. Many years ago, before Valoran even got its name, and it was still simply called the Northern Wildlands, there was this one guy who was called Sun Uzal, who became a warlord of these tribes. Now, this warlord believed that should he die, he would be taken into the Halls of Bones, which was believed to be a sort of an afterlife, where the souls of the greatest warriors would feast for all eternity with the gods of the afterlife. And simply said, the more you killed and conquered, the more glorious you would be in the eyes of the gods. And so his entire life, San Uzal did but one thing: kill and conquer for the glory of the gods. Now eventually San Uzal died, but instead of being taken into the Halls of Bones, he was taken into a grey wasteland, where he found nothing but a few mindless ghosts. This is when he realized there were no Halls of Bones and there were no gods of the afterlife, which is something he refused to accept. He refused to believe that he did all the conquering for nothing. And so, being quite literally too angry to die, San Uzal refused to fade away. Yes, this is directly part of his story. And so, San Uzal stayed in this empty wasteland.
Yeah, it's a
and
champion.
He just decided to become the god of death. So he learned the language of the dead. He whispered into the world outside. And he found a few cultists who actually managed to resurrect him. And from that point on, San Uzal, in the language of the dead, was now known as Mordekaiser. And so Mordekaiser's second reign began, though now he was an undead warlord. So now he built the Immortal Bastion, which became the capital city of the Noxian Empire, and slowly his conquest of the world became so unstoppable that the entire rest of the continent had to band together to take him down. And eventually they were successful with the help of a betrayal that happened from within Mordekaiser's closest ring. Of course, now we know that this betrayal happened from LeBlanc, who was Mordekaiser's advisor. And so technically it was the Black Rose who bound Mordekaiser's soul to his armor, and now he was banished back in his realm underneath Noxus. However, while he was conquering, every soul Mordekaiser killed was now back down there in his Grey Realm. That's what Mordekaiser decided to call his own afterlife. And so now in the Grey Realm with him, he had a whole new undead army. Now, most people don't know about this, but the Black Rose does. And so now, every time the Black Rose does something evil, it is most likely because they are trying to acquire power to stop Mordekaiser from coming back. Now, without Mordekaiser now ruling over the continent, a new empire rose around the Immortal Bastion. And of course, that empire became the Noxus we know now. So yes, the Noxians do have quite a bit of evil DNA in their blood. However, the reason why Noxians are all about war is totally different. Because you see, during his conquest, Mordekaiser turned the surrounding lands into a complete wasteland. And of course, the other cataclysmic events that also happened didn't help. So Noxus doesn't really have a lot of natural resources. Growing crops is really difficult, and it's hard to find any kind of green land anywhere. So what the Noxians do to survive is simply conquering the surrounding nations for resources. That is why Noxians are so aggressive. They are evil for survival. In fact, a really famous Noxian motto is, kill them until they are family. So now, if you go to the map of Runeterra, this is why the Noxian territory is so widespread. It is because they conquered a piece of the Freljord. They claimed bits of Shuriman territory. And yes, they even ripped out a piece of Ionia. What's also cool is that even in Arcane, Ambassa mentioned that she fought battles from the Bloodcliffs to the Dalamor Plains, with Bloodcliffs being found here in the east and the Dalamore Plains in northwest. Now, as I mentioned, Noxians also claimed a piece of Ionia. And it just so happens to be that this is a crucial point in Noxian history, while at the same time being something that ties us into the next region we can talk about,
Ionia.
Ionia. So, if you've seen anything
Ionia is like the Asian continent, basically. Like it's based. Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
in one of the League of Legends like music videos, you see like it's like a bunch of Asians. They're running into a field, battling. I don't know if you know.
Yes, I think I know. I think it's the New Dawn trailer.
Yeah. Also, another question.
Yeah.
You know how they're grouped into like I don't know. I don't want to say continents, but their own like kind of kingdoms, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Do all of like the main heroes in each continent know each other, or do most of them know each other?
No, not really. I feel like actually yes, not most of them, but like at least some of them do, right? Like some of them do. Like how in Piltover, like Caitlyn and then Vi and Jinx knew each other, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But like there were still other champions they were like completely separate from. They didn't fully know, right? They all like kind of like operated in the same place or the same continent, but they still would not like interact with them like directly,
Like
right?
even
So
in Piltover, there was like the above ground and underground.
yeah,
So some people didn't even know they existed until they had to like met each other. So okay, I see what you mean.
yeah, yeah, because like
remotely
it's still like because these are still like massive pieces of like country and continent, right? Like so, 'cause, like some champions might be living here and some champions might be living here, so they will not like fully know about their existence, even though they're from the same place, you know.
Crazy.
Asian in Arcane, it is likely based on Ionia. This even includes the portraits in House Kiraman. The Ancestor Huntress is likely in Ionia there. Anyway, we are still not sure if the storyline we are gonna talk about happened before Arcane or if it is gonna happen after Arcane is over, but a really important thing for both the history of Noxus and Ionia is the Noxian invasion of Ionia. Essentially, in the modern days, Noxus was ruled by Borem Darkwill. I know, the name is foreshadowing that was not a great dude. Anyway, Borem Darkwill was a grand general who got manipulated into being a madman by LeBlanc. LeBlanc told him that somewhere in Ionia...
LeBlanc, by the way, is like the same person who was like who you saw in Arcane, like the Black Rose, basically. You know, the person who was like changing
Okay.
from like a she was changing from like people to people. She was like Mel's brother, and then like sometimes she'll become like someone
Do
else.
we ever get to see her actual face?
We do not no, we do not see her actual
Oh,
face. Even
yeah, I
this,
was gonna say.
yeah, I'm sure this is her actual face right here. But she's usually like she's like the queen of trickery and stuff, so she can like just change this
Yeah.
into multiple face and stuff.
No, because I was gonna say I probably would not have like forgotten those plots. Like pretty
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, very big plots, honestly.
there could be an object that could make him immortal, which is something Darkwill liked very much. And so...
Dude, I swear, like, dude, everything starts from like a freaking king or emperor wanting to be immortal. Like,
Yeah.
no matter
Whatever
which
the
universe
thing.
there it is, like everything just starts from like, yeah, bro,
Yeah.
you can live forever, man. Just trust me. And then like
Yeah.
That's
Because I feel
why
like,
Noxus invaded.
I feel like at some point, if you think about it,
Mhm.
who was the main guy who thought like if he killed a lot of people that he would get to go into like his own twisted.
yeah,
Kingdom.
Mordekaiser, right? Mordekaiser.
Yeah, I feel like he kind of like he believed in it so much he made it true.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Like it wasn't true, and then he
Mhm.
kind of believed it, and he was so strong, and he made it true because then he went underneath, and there was all these like he had an undead army. Right?
Yeah, he believed it like so much. He did so much work for it too, right? Like he was too angry to die, so then he comes back alive, basically like tricking the people, and then he kills
Yeah.
so much so that like once he is actually dead again, like wherever he goes, right? Like where he has like so many people to actually rule over, and like even
Yeah.
though there's no
No,
gods,
he
he's
kind of
technically
became
the
like
god.
a god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He kind of became the god that
Yeah.
he could find.
Mm-hmm. That is true. I guess that's a good takeaway from that
Ionia.
story.
At
I
least
didn't
in
even
Dark
consider that.
Will's eyes, they were doing this for his own immortality. In reality, LeBlanc just wanted to gain more power from those artifacts there. However, because we are talking about a madman invading a whole nation, of course there were no rules in this war. And so the Noxians used massive chemical bombs. They used children as warriors in the front lines, with the sole purpose of hoping that Ionians wouldn't fight back children. And they used many spies and propaganda to tell Ionians that Noxus are actually the good guys. And for a while, this worked, and the Noxian War was brutal. But Ionians had a few secret weapons of their own. First of all, Ionia is a land of peace and unity with the spirit of nature. We are talking about a place where people don't even build their own houses. They just ask the trees to shape themselves into a house. So what happened when chemical nukes were dropped here? Well, you anger the
There's
spirits.
comics too?
And now the land
Yeah, yeah. There's comics as well. There's like all sorts of medium to like tell the lore, bro. It's
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
gonna check that out. Wait, so does that mean there's like comics for like literally the different continents?
Yeah, there's
That's it.
comics where like so different champions, right? And all of those champions are like from different continents or different like areas. So I think yeah, you should definitely check those out. Those are pretty good.
I
Like,
might check those out. Yeah, for sure. 'Cause it's different than like reading like, oh, this character has this personality versus seeing it
yep,
and then interacting with the world. Okay, that's interesting.
yeah,
I don't even think about that. That's okay.
yeah.
itself
I think you might like a story of Silas or I don't know about Katarina, but like Silas' story is pretty good. I think it's a whole comic. It sets in
Didn't you main
Demacia.
Katarina? You're still maining Katarina?
No, I have
Because you
not
said you
played.
like the vampire.
Yeah, Vladimir. Vladimir is also, by the way, part of the Black Rose.
Oh shit.
Cause he's also like, well, he's also been alive for so long. So like, LeBlanc and Vladimir, they've been there, like for a long time, right? Like even when Mordekaiser being alive was like centuries or even millennia ago, and they were alive back then, which is kind of
And
crazy.
they're still alive.
Yeah, they're
Like
still
looking
alive.
back.
Yeah, like trying to like yeah. Okay, I know Vladimir is like a vampire kind of thing, so he I don't I that makes sense how he's like living based on like the blood, right? Like sustaining from other his victims. But I don't know how fucking uh LeBlanc is like living that old. I don't know how what she is doing to like survive that long.
I'm sure there's an
was
explanation.
killing
I'm sure it's been addressed as a
Yeah, I'm sure like I think there is
mortals
lore
left and
behind
right.
her.
It didn't even matter if you're a Noxian or Ionian. The spirits were angry and every mortal was an enemy. And so of course, a lot of Ionians didn't like this. They didn't appreciate the rivers forming into monsters and drowning them or the trees just strangling them in their sleep. And so they decided, you know what? Maybe peace is not the right option. Maybe fighting is the correct way to protect the land. And so there was a bit of division in Ionia, where half of the people were still about peace and harmony, but the others were just done with waiting around and they were ready to fight. A few years later, this invasion finally stops the moment this rebellion, led by Irelia, ends it all by cutting off the hand of one of
Yeah,
the
she
more
was in the-
powerful generals of
Huh?
video.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Very looking video.
yeah, I think I know which video you're talking about. We can watch that if you want. It basically that video basically shows like the invasion of Ionia
Yeah.
and like the fight. Uh, if you
So,
want to
okay,
watch,
let's finish this, bro.
yeah,
Noxus,
We can,
that
I
means
remember the video.
Swain.
It's really
After
cool.
which,
Yep,
the
the
Noxians
music
were
video is
defeated
really
at the
good.
Placidium of Navori. The Noxians then slowly retreat back to the shores. And that's why these days, the Noxians control some of these territories. Of course, Ionia itself is full of dark stories related to the invasion. For example, there is a young Noxian warrior known as Riven, who is given a powerful blade, then she flees from the war, she accidentally kills a wind technique master, after which everyone believes that this was done by his
question,
pupil
didn't Riven fight,
Yasuo,
like-
and from
I swear she fought like this fucking warrior-looking dude with two.
yeah, Draven.
That was Riven.
Yeah, that was Ribbon. So yeah, so what happens is right, like
Next to-
yeah, she fled. So she fleds away from, not fled. She escapes from the Noxian army and in the Ionia, right? But then she gets caught again, I think. So she is brought back into the Noxus, right? And then like sent to the arena to fight, I believe.
From that point on, there is an awesome story arc
all
of
the music videos
this was
relate
done
somehow.
accidentally.
Yeah,
killed.
like yeah, all the music video basically is telling like the actual lore, but it's like into pieces. So like if you're just watching the music video, you don't fully get the lore, right?
I
But,
just
like-
thought it was like randomly like these people meeting, kind of like in League of Legends, you know? Just,
Yeah,
like, showing what it could look like if they met.
yeah. I think at one point I thought the same too. I was like, oh yeah, just this is just cool cameos, just like there to like show like how they would be like. But I didn't know they were like actually part of like the main story like this.
A wind technique master, after which everyone believes that this was done by his pupil Yasuo, and from that point on there is an awesome story arc of Yasuo fleeing all of his comrades who believe he is a murderer. The invasion is also related to another mass murderer known as Jin, who was being tracked down by ninja detectives including Zed and Shen. And overall there was a lot of different stories with a lot of furry races, some of which also appear in Arcane. Yes, those animalistic people are known as Vastaya. They technically originate from the east and they are now all over this universe. Speaking of which, on the other side of this continent there is another region that is heavily tied to Noxus as well. And that, of course, is Demacia. On one side, Demacians can be seen as the good guys of this universe. But nothing here is really one-sided. Demacia is known for mostly having pale buildings, weapons and armor. And of course all of that is rooted in some deep lore. Many years ago there was an incident that was also called out in Arcane, that being the Rune Wars. Essentially, once upon a time there was a mischievous celestial who decided to spread powerful runes around this world. For a very long time these runes stayed hidden, but then an event known as the Darkin Wars happened, the world was turned inside out, and now the mortals started discovering these runes. They realized they are very powerful and that they can be used as magical nukes, and now every city that held one of these runes essentially had access to nukes. And yes, this led into a magical warfare simply known as the Rune Wars. And well, around Demacia we could find a really interesting forest. It was full of white trees that had a very special ability. They could absorb magic. So while this magical war was happening, the people who fled this war fled into this forest. And here they started a new anti-magic nation called Demacia. Here, by cutting down the trees and mixing them with a bit of ash and lime, the Demacians created petricite, a material that could be used for anything, be it buildings, weapons or armor, and it would always give them the same magic absorbing ability. So now you can see that if you are a mage in Demacia, life kinda sucks because everything around you is absorbing your life essence. And in fact, that's the main point of Demacia. Because this place was founded as a heavily anti-magic place, there are a lot of places, especially in the smaller towns, where people like mages. They like that some of the mages can make crops grow, and others can just make lives easier. But especially around the capital city, the hatred towards mages is still going strong. So naturally,
Yeah, so they're basically just racist.
it didn't take long and there was a civil war, which was all about racism against people who could use magic. In fact, inside the capital there was even a prison that had some really awful torturing methods that was supposed to cleanse you from magic. Yes, they would make mages drink a petricite potion, which usually killed them. Now, the center point of this story is Laxana Crownguard, a member
You still there, Babisha? No, he's not there. Is he sleeping? Did he fall asleep?
of a royal house and the sister
Alright, I'll probably call it a night too, honestly.
was fun. We gamed. Definitely gamed quite